2 days project. Cleaned this out with muriatic acid yesterday. It's been sitting in the back 40 for a while. I keep my chains in it. It was pretty stained with rust. I'm going to get that installed today into the truck that I just put the bed liner in. I'm happy with the way this turned out. And then also I ordered a tonneau cover that is designed to go in a vehicle with a toolbox in the bed. So this should be a fairly simple project today. And also I've got a new mic. So if you hear me breathing heavy, I haven't learned how to talk with this microphone strapped to my shirt. I also got a magnetic base to hold the phone and a base for the tripod. No more excuses for me saying I need to put this down. I only have 2 hands. And now with the toolbox all cleaned up, got it roughly put into place. Now these are supposed to have holes drilled into this. And you can see this has been in and out of different beds. I don't want to drill a hole in this bed. So what I'm going to do is get these clamps from my topper. I got a Greenlee punch, 1 inch, which that is the exact size I need. I have marked off where that bump out is on the front side. So I know that I need to drill a hole in the inside here for that clamp to fit in. It should work out perfect. I only have 2 of them right now, but I'll go buy 2 more and then I'll do the same thing up front so that I'll get everything in place where it needs to be. I've never done this before, but it seems like a good idea. I'm going to give it a try. Now, how I've determined where this hole is going to be is I took the clamp, put it into where it's hooked into the bed, and I marked the top and the bottom of it, and then I measured from the top down to the center line. It's 8.5. Put the tape measure on the inside, and then just came back and marked it right there. That is where I'm going to drill my hole and punch it out. I'm going to do that to both sides. As little as measuring as possible with me. I don't like to get too technical with this stuff. It doesn't need to be. I only need the hole to be big enough for the center part here of this. These things are great. I love them. Okay, let's go get the knockout ready to go. Now you can probably use a normal hole saw for this, but I have the right tools, so I might as well just use them. Plus, this is a cleaner cut. It's a little more professional. she comes. Okay. Now what I gotta do is I gotta come in with a file and file this down so I got enough room to get this in and then teeter it up. I only needed it, hit it just a little bit with a file. I can get it angled now and then tilt it up. There we go. I think this is gonna work. I'm pretty sure this is gonna work. I know it's gonna work. And all I gotta do is tighten this up. Bingo bango. I'm gonna go order 2 more of those. Let me get the one on the other side in. Finger tight. I've got some weather stripping I want to put in first. Now before I put this in, I want to waterproof this the best I can. Because in the winter, the snow is going to sit in here and want to melt and drip in. So I'm going to run a strip of this rubber foam all the way across the back here. And for some reason, this bend right here, the top of the box comes right here. So what I'll probably do is put the weather strip in here first and then run another weather strip across over here to provide a decent seal all the way across. Well, there we go. The seal is in. So it's on the flat side here and overlapping. That should stop any water from getting in back there. I'm going to go ahead and order 2 more of those clamps. I'll just use a hole saw to get that in when I go to do it. Now the tonneau cover. Let's see how this goes. First and foremost, lay out what you got. See what you got. I see I'm already missing 1 washer, possibly 2 nuts. So far not impressed with this plastic garbage, but we'll see what it does. I'm gonna loosely put the tailgate up, and then I'm gonna slide these back and leave a 1/2 inch distance between the back of the tailgate. And then I'll go ahead and put the header bar on next, which would be that one right there. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, these instructions suck. It's almost like somebody that speaks a foreign language that doesn't know how to translate into English wrote these, just saying. I got the header bar crossbar in, and I have it flush, which makes sense because you don't want it to be high. But if I set the side rails flush, I get this gap right there. This is not making any sense to me. So I've got it loosely put together, and I'm going to go ahead and put the bracketry on the tonneau cover and loosely set it up there to see what's going on. Maybe it'll start making more sense to me when I put it together. These brackets go on, they're marked left and right. I'll use the longer bolts in the part that attaches the tonneau cover. Got it all figured out now. First and foremost, these are directional. You want to have them like this because that bigger gap will take up the distance between the grip rail here and the box. This is offset. That gap right there is offset to accommodate this, which is going to slide under and clamp it in. So it's all making sense now. The rails I'm putting in so they're flush with the top of the molding. And I lied to you, I have a 1/4 inch gap between the tailgate and the end of this. So now I can zip this together. This should go together pretty quick now that I've figured it all out. Okay, this has got a L strip that's going to go in here. I'm going to clean that off with some alcohol. and then put that right up against there and run it all the way across. The end is near. Seal is in. And now I can put this piece in. This is folded over, but I'm going to slide this down into this track right there, like that. I'm going to make sure that the seal's folded up like that. Make sure nothing's caught on it. And then slide it right down into place. There you go. Now I can slide this over. And that'll lock it in. And that seal will line up. I'm going to slide this back and put the remainder of the bolts in that. It's coming along. Okay, I've got it all in, and it's too tight. So I've got to go back down and loosen these up right there. So it's just a matter of balancing these out. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, I got to take back what I said about the instructions. These are the instructions for the toolbox assembly. This is the instructions for one without. They did not put all the instructions from this book into that one. This book explains what that ledge is. So, taking back what I said about foreign language converted. Last step is the seals that go on the back. They come like this. You just have to basically cut them to fit the side rail, stick them on. Got one more to cut and go. Oh. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Something's going on here. Better investigate that. I found the problem. I wanted this to sit flush. Apparently I've got it a little down too low. I'm going to try to bring up this and both sides, and it should fix the problem. They are sitting just a little low of the trim. I'm sure that's all it was. Well, I've adjusted it up, and what I got going on here is I'm good at the sides, but it's bowed down in the center. I'm going to try to tighten the tonneau cover up just a little bit more and see if that extra tension pulls this up. Well, it made it better, but boy, you can still see there's a bow there. I can at least get that shut now. I mean, look at the gap here. You got a finger in there, nothing in there. I'm not sure whether it's the tonneau cover or the tailgate. Interesting. But this is a wrap. So far, so good. I like the way it's set up. The kit came with a seal for the front here, but I'd already put my own up there. I might go back. If my seal leaks, I might go back and put the seal that came with the kit on there. It's easy enough. You saw I just got a clamp on there. I can pull it straight up and be done with it. Okay. You know what time it is. Oh boy. And a beer.